Good evening, dear learners. I hope you are all fine. Now I am going to start my topic. So, dear learner, have you ever observed a mason build a wall and from this make a room and the collection of the rooms to form a house? So, can anyone tell me what are the building blocks of these walls? Yes, it's a small tiny particles sand. All of you can see my marker. If I wish to break down my marker, what will we found? We found some pieces of the marker, right? Now again I want to break down these pieces of the marker. What we will found? We found some dust particles of the pieces of marker. Now again I tell you, break down these dust particles of the pieces of marker. Then what we will found? Suppose you tell me that, ma'am, we could not think about that. We cannot break down these pieces of the marker, this dust of the marker. So, dear learner, think about that. Think what we will found at the end product of the things of or any matter of the universe. So, today I will tell you the miseries behind of it. We found at the end product as a atom. So today I will tell you the miseries behind of it. We find at the end product as a atom. What are the atoms? Atoms are the building block of any matter or any particle. You might think about the size of the atom. Exactly? Yes, atoms are the very small, even smaller than anything that we can think or imagine or compare with. More than millions of the atoms are combined to each other to form a layer as thick as the sheet of the paper. So dear learner, you might ask me that if the atoms are very small, very insignificant in size, then why should we care about them? Then I will tell you, because of our entire world are made up of these atoms. We may not able to see them, but they are present in everywhere and constantly affecting our work, whatever we do. Now my question is that, what are the structure of the atom? How the atoms are made up of? Atoms are made up of three particles. One is proton, another is neutron, and last one is the electron. Now all of you imagine our solar system. What happened there? We know that there is a center point, that is the sun, and all other planets always revolving around the sun, right? These things now imagine in our atom. Now all of you concentrate on the board. Everyone can see the black circle. This is the center part or called the nucleus. And here are the two particles, that is, one is proton and neutron, and neutron live together and termed as nucleon. In the classroom, if the two girls or two boys are sit together, eat together, play together, then we call them as a best friend. Like that, here the proton and neutron are always live together. Thus, it is called as nuclear. Remember that? And the another particle, that is the electron, always revolving around the nucleus on their own energy cell. There are so many energy cells, but first three energy cells are the K, L, N. How to remember this name of the energy cell? For example, the bike name as KTM, you can remove the T letter and put there L and remember as KLM. Okay? And the maximum number of electron presented in the each cell can be represented as the 2n square. Where is the n is represent the number of the energy cell. Now how many electrons are presented in the K cell? You know that K is the first cell, that means n equal to 1. So 2 into 1 square, that means 2 electrons are presented in the K cell. Now L is the second cell, that means n equal to 2. So how many electrons are present in the L cell? That is 2 into 2 square, that is 8 electrons are present in the L cell. And how many electrons are present in the M cell? This is a third cell, that means n equal to 3. That means 2 into 3 square, that is the 18 electrons are presented in the M cell. Come to the second point, that what are the charges of this particle? As the name suggested, proton, that means positive charge. P for proton and P for positive. Okay? And the electron always the opposite of the proton. That means it carry the negative charges. And as the name suggested, that is the red balls are the, as the name suggested, it is the neutron. That means neutral, carry no charge. Now come to our next topic, that is what are the charges of these particles. As the name suggested, that is proton. Proton carries the positive charges. P for proton and P for positive. Always remember P for proton and P for positive. And the electron always carry opposite to the proton charges. That means electron carry the negative charges. And as name suggested by the neutron, that means neutral, carry no charges. Now question is that if they carry the charges, they are carry also some weight, that is called the mass weight, if they carry or not. Yes, they carry some weight. Like the proton carried 1.672 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. And also neutron also carry the weight of 1.675 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. And the electron also carry 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. As you see that electrons are the more lighter than the proton. Now come to our last more 2 points, that is the what is the atomic number, what are the masses number, and how do we write the atomic number and mass number in the element. First we learn about the atomic number. What is called atomic number? Now the total number of proton presented in the nucleus is called the atomic number. For example, hydrogen. The atomic number of hydrogen is 1. That means hydrogen carry only one proton in the nucleus. Next, the masses number. What is called the mass number? That is the total number of proton when add with the total number of neutron. It's called the mass number. For example, sodium. Sodium have the electron 11 and contain the proton. For example, sodium. Sodium contain electron 11, proton 11 and neutron 12. So, can anyone tell me what are the mass number of the sodium? That is the 11 plus that is the 11 plus 12, that is 23. So 23 is the mass number of the sodium. And what are the atomic number of the sodium? That is the 11. That means number of proton presented in the sodium is the 11. And remember one more thing, that is the number of the proton always equal to the number of the electron. So dear learner, let's revise what we have learned today. We have learned that what is atom, what are the structure of atom, what are the charges carried by them, and what are the different mass weight carried by them, and what are the atomic number, what are the mass number, and how do we write the atomic number and mass number of an element. So, dear learner, I hope all of you understand what I have taught today. Thank you. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.